Well, let's return to our top story. International concern is growing at the disappearance of a Saudi journalist after reports that he was allegedly murdered inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. Jamal Khashoggi entered the building on Tuesday, but he hasn't been seen since. Saudi Arabia denies any wrongdoing. Journalist and commentator Selim Atalay joins us now here in the studio. Selim, we haven't had official confirmation, but you think there's probably a reason for that?
There's no reason to dispute the initial reports, which were well-based and well-reported, widely reported, that Khashoggi was murdered inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. Now, why is the politics and what we are dealing now? It's not very normal for countries to murder their dissidents in their diplomatic consulates, diplomatic premises abroad in third countries. That looks like an insane plan, but insanity happens. That's reason number one. Number two, possibility is just speculation that Mr. Khashoggi was about to be kidnapped or was tortured, so he passed away under torture and under duress, and in the panic of the situation, they probably dismembered the body, and body is in a panic.
That's what we're hearing from the Turk Media Arab Foundation.
Yes. The best way to dispute these is to produce Mr. Khashoggi alive and well, and I think we have already passed the time for that.
I mean, surely Saudi would have done that by now, the amount of pressure that it's now under. Do you think there is a reason, politically, geopolitically speaking, that Turkey hasn't come out and said, OK, here is the...
This is not a pleasant situation for Turkey. First of all, Turkish territory being used for these dirty operations is offensive. The second part, Turkish-Saudi relations are not at their best these days, so another burden, another strain. And in the region, there have been various tensions involving the U.S., Iran, and Turkey and Saudi are part of this development, and which is a tension, ongoing tension. But looking back, again, why this happened, a botched operation is a possibility. Saudi dissidents have been vanishing a little more easily within the Saudi territory. We have a case of Mr. Hariri, the Lebanese prime minister. That means he got away safe. I mean, he must be lucky to be alive by now, looking back. It could be an internal factional dispute or factional fight within the Saudi government. There might be a plan to, this is the conspiracy theory circulating, that there might be a plan to just bring this whole thing in front of Mohammed bin Salman, because such a murder would definitely tarnish his rule.
Thanks so much for that. That's journalist and commentator Selim Atalay here in the studio. Thanks for coming on the show.